After I started watching The Muppet Show and getting more interested in it a couple of years after from that, I used to start, asking for puppets for Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and everything. And I'd start doing puppet shows for my family at family parties, like, on Christmas Eve. If there was people over, I'd do a few songs with them with the puppets and write little scripts up and just try to entertain them.
How cool. So you were do you have brothers and sisters?
I have one younger sister.
One younger sister. So you're
and a younger half-brother as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you were the oldest kid, kind of entertaining your siblings, entertaining the grown-ups. And then where did that lead? So more public shows or just more shows at home?
Yeah, so it kind of led into, I had some family who didn't live here in the province who were wanting to see some of my puppet shows and stuff like that. So I'd start to film some of them on my little iPad by myself, and my mom would upload them to her Facebook page and stuff like that, so my family away could see them. And it grew from that into, I think I just wanted to expand it a little more. This was when I was like 10 or 11, and that's when I came up with the idea to start my own YouTube channel.
And what's your YouTube channel called?
Yeah, so that's where NL Now started. And so
Right.
the first guest we actually had on the YouTube channel was NTV meteorologist Eddie Shear.
Right on.
And that was back when I was 11 in 2016. And we came up with the idea one night of me and my dad, my mom, of a puppet-hosted talk show. So I started contacting guests, and I think I emailed about 10 people that night, and within the next day, they had all responded and said they'd come back on. And, I was really surprised because, I was just a kid who no one knew back then, so it was pretty exciting.
How amazing. And these were all local Newfoundland celebrities you were reaching out to?
Yeah, it was just, like I mentioned, Eddie Shear, and another one was Pete Soucy. He was great, and I've had the chance to work with him now on a few different projects as well.
Oh, he's one of the funniest Newfoundlanders everywhere. Most people know him for his character, Snook.
Yeah.
But he does so much more than that. He's incredibly brilliant. I had the honor of working with him for over a decade, and love that guy, Pete. So what are some stories of working with Pete on the show?
Yeah, so with Pete, we had him first on the YouTube channel, and he came in as Snook, and so I interviewed him with my host puppet, Gary, as Snook.
Hello, Snook. How are you?
Oh, we get all together. How you getting on?
Oh, I'm getting on good. How are you getting on?
It's a wonderful day. How could it be any better?
And that was a really great interview. We used it as one of our first videos on YouTube. And then when we did our first Christmas special, this was when we were on TV then. We were with Rogers, Cable 9, and we had this idea of inviting in a few different musicians and different types of people and have them all sort of, sitting in a circle, and they'd all sing a few Christmas songs together and talk about Christmas traditions with the puppets and everything. And we were looking for just like a little bit of an extra comedic factor to that episode, I guess, and so we got the idea, why don't we put Snook in the middle of all these fun musicians and everything, and so that was great. He came in and did one of his original Christmas songs, and it was definitely the highlight of that episode.
He's like comedic chili powder.
Yeah.
You just put him into any recipe,
Exactly.
he's going to spice it up.